Hello students, today we will study chapter 6, a study of changes in science. So there are many changes which take place on their own and make our world beautiful. And the list of the changes which are natural as well as man-made is endless. So now we will study how to classify changes. So first, change in the shape, size and color of the material means it is also a type of change in which shape, size, color of the material changes. Suppose example we have shape and size of a candle changes as it burns. As you know that when candle burns, the shape and size both changes. So this is also a change. Second example we have the color of a fruit changes on ripening means when the fruit ripens the color of a fruit changes, so it is also a kind of change. Second, slow and fast changes. There are some changes which are very slow and some are very fast. So slow changes, suppose we have examples, ripening of mango, it will take time, growth of a plant, increase in our height, rusting of iron, these are the slow changes. Means changes are there, changes are occurring here, but the changes are very slow. And there are some changes which are very fast. In blink of second they occur. Bursting of a cracker. On the occasion of Diwali, you know this thing that bursting of a cracker takes few seconds. So it is a fast change. Melting of ice over flame. This is all again a fast change. Burning of a matchstick, fast change. So here we have some changes which are very slow and some are fast. Now third category is that reversible and irreversible changes. What are reversible changes? The changes which can be reversed by reversing the conditions. Example, when you have ice, when you heat the ice you will get water. So ice melts and converted into water on heating. But can you get this ice back? Yes, we can get this ice back. When we cool this water, we will get this ice back. So here we are getting the things back. So changes can be reversed by reversing the conditions. So from ice is converting into water and water then again converting into ice. So this kind of changes are called reversible changes. Now irreversible changes. Changes which cannot be reversed by reversing the condition means if a changes occur then you will not get that substance back. Like cooking of food, once a food is cooked you cannot get that vegetable back. Like burning of paper, if a paper once burned you will not get that paper back. So growth of a plant, etc. So there are some changes which are irreversible and which changes which cannot be reversed by reversing the conditions. Another category is physical and chemical changes. Very important. Please focus here. What are physical changes? A change in which no new substances are formed and which can be reversed by reversing the conditions. A change in which no new substances are formed and which can be reversed by reversing the conditions means a change in which no new substance is formed when a change occurs and it should be reversible. So such changes are called physical changes. We have some examples. Changes in the states of matter. When solid is converting into liquid, so we can convert the liquid into solid. We have the ways, like we have melting of ice. So when ice is converting into water, you can convert water into ice as well. So, but there is no new formation of any new substances. There is no formation, water will remain water. Like that, if no new substances are formed and the change can be reversed by reversing the conditions, such changes are called physical changes. Like changes in the states of matter, glowing of a bulb. You switch on the bulb and it will glow. Then you switch off, then you switch on, then switch off, then switch on. So like this we can say this change can be reversed by reversing the condition, and if there is no formation of new substance, a bulb will remain bulb. It will not turn into a tube light. Melting of ice, again ice will convert into water and water can again convert into ice. So there is no formation of new substances. The ultimately substance is water. It is only changing its form. Dissolving of one substance into another. So these changes are called physical changes, in which no new substances are formed and which can be reversed by reversing the conditions. Now what are chemical changes? A change in which new substances are formed. As it is clear from the name itself, chemical. There is a chemical change and which cannot be reversed by reversing the conditions. A change in which if that change occurs, some new substance will form and it should not be reversed by reversing the conditions. So we have example, cooking of food. We have some vegetables. So those vegetables will definitely cooked. Then you will get the yummy food. So that cooking of food is irreversible. And after cooking, suppose you have lady fingers. So that raw you have lady fingers. So when it cooked, it convert into a delicious dish. So that is the formation of new substance, and this cannot be reversed by reversing the condition, because we cannot get that raw vegetable back. Like curdling of milk, this is again we get the curd when we do this curdling of milk. So we get the curd. From curd we cannot get the milk back. So this is a chemical change. Photosynthesis, photosynthesis, green plants prepare their food. So in the presence of carbon dioxide, water, sunlight, these things. So in the presence of these things, by using these things, plants prepare food. Food is a new substance, and you cannot get that change reversed. So this is a chemical change. Like burning of paper, you are burning a paper. So you will not get that paper back after burning. That paper, but when you burn that paper, that will convert into ash. And ashes are the new substances. So if you burn anything, that will convert into ash. And you cannot get that substance back. So this is what kind of change? Chemical change. Now some changes are exothermic and endothermic. Exothermic means a change during which heat is given out. Means if there is a change and heat is evolving out, then we can say what kind of change it is? Exothermic. Suppose you are burning something. When a substance burns, definitely it will give you light and heat both. Suppose if wood is burning, so that wood will give you naturally light as well as heat also. So that heat is giving out, that heat is coming out. So what kind of change it is? Exothermic change. Now endothermic change. There is only a difference of X and D here. Please be careful. Endothermic change. A change during which heat is taken in. And there are some changes in which heat is absorbed. Like suppose our tongue feels cold when we place glucose on it. When you place some glucose on your tongue, you will feel cold. Why? Because in that case heat is absorbed. Otherwise you touch your tongue, you will feel little bit heat is there, but when you place glucose on it, your tongue feels cold. So in this way heat is absorbed, heat is taken in. So what kind of change is this? Endothermic change. Now there are some changes which are desirable and some undesirable. As it is clear from the name, desirable, the changes which we want them to take place. Changes which we want them to take place. Such changes are called desirable changes. Like ripening of a fruit, we cannot simply eat the raw food. We eat the ripened food. So, germination of seeds, then only we will get the food. So these are the changes which we desire from them to take place. And undesirable changes, those changes which we don't want to take place. The changes which we don't want to take place are called undesirable, which we don't want. Okay, these changes should occur. Such changes are called undesirable change. Like spoiling of seed, spoiling of food, rusting of iron. These things we don't want. Rusting of iron we don't want, because iron becomes weak when it gets the rust. Spoiling of seed, if seed will spoil, then how will you get the food? How the plant will grow? So like this way, these changes are undesirable change. Now we will study some ways to bring about a change. How can we bring about a change? So first way is by heating or cooling. So by heating or cooling we have some reversible changes. Reversible change like ice will turn into water and water will turn again into ice. So this is a kind of change by heating or cooling and which is reversible. Irreversible changes are also there. When you burn a paper, there is a change but it cannot be reversed. Burning of wood. So these are the changes which can occur by heating or by cooling. Second, by increasing or decreasing pressure. So by increasing or decreasing pressure also we can bring about a change. Example, a cushion gets mishappen when pressed. When you press a cushion, it gets mishappen and it's misshapen, and but when you release the pressure it will come back to its original state. Similarly, biscuits break under pressure. When you apply a pressure on a biscuit, naturally it will break. Sorry. So this is a kind of change which we can bring about by increasing or decreasing pressure. Now by mixing. Sugar or salt is converted into solution by mixing with water. You have sugar and on the other end you have salt. So these are the solid substances. When you mix water with them, it will convert into a solution. So this is again a kind of change. You have changed the states, isn't it? You form the solution. So this is again a change we can bring about. Now one question arises: can physical and chemical changes takes place together? Yes, in some cases. Yes, physical and chemical changes can take place together. Where? What is the example? When a candle burns. You know that when a candle burns, burning of wax is a chemical change. Because wax is getting burned, you will not get that much amount of wax. So it is which type of change? Chemical. Melting of wax is a physical. When a wax is melting, you can again make the candle from that. So both type of changes are occurring when a candle burns simultaneously. So this is an example where both type of changes are occurring. So by this we come to the end of the chapter. I hope you all will understand this better. Thank you.